Hello. Thanks for the resub, Sammy. And yeah, 11 months. I think I've been streaming for, I don't know, a little over a year. Somewhere around there. I think I started, I don't even know anymore. Whatever. Hello. We're painting. Thanks. Sorry for starting later than normal today. Laundry took forever for some reason. It didn't want to dry. So that was fun. But now we're here. I painted some terrain while I was waiting for that. So now we're gonna try to finish up this boy. He's almost there, but I want to crisp some things up. Oh. Automod didn't like that for a second. The founder's badge? Yeah. Tragic. Let's see. Okay. I want to do some touch-ups of the green stuff. Yeah, there's not enough water in here. That's what I forgot to do. Okay. So let's see, what's going on? I heard that Adepticon registration was a total dumpster fire. So Kingdom Death Phoenix, yeah, that was a year ago, roughly. Because last January I was painting all of the Kingdom Death core, and so Phoenix was towards the end of that, so it was probably like later January. But yeah, I think I've been streaming for like 6 months at that point, or at least had the affiliate thing at 6 months at that point. I don't know. Hey Arlo, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. Got my chores done. Got some train painting boringness done. What else did I do? Had good food last night. Watched. What did we watch? We finished the rest of his Dark Materials. That was decent. Probably his screen. Why not? Yeah, we watched the rest of his Dark Materials. The finale of the series, I believe. At least it seemed like the finale of the series. So, it was overall pretty good. Work on 2B, nice. We also watched the premiere of the second season of The Bad Batch, which is decent. And we also watched The Menu, which is a movie, which I liked it. I thought it was pretty fun. So. Not quite thin enough. And I went to the art store, got a couple brushes today. Got some, I got a palette knife. Hey Greggy, how are you? I got a little palette knife for palette knifing, but mostly for terrain or texture pastes. And I got some more super glue and some more wire because I'm almost out of wire that I use for pinning. Am I on camera? I am on camera. Good. And I thought there was another thing that I grabbed, but maybe not. Hello, sir. You're being very needy today. Are you okay? Can I help you? You just come over. Made a pot of chili. Nice. Chili's always good. Good time of year for chili. I've not made or had chili in a while, though. Maybe that's something to do. What are you doing, Poe? 1 second. Do you want to get through? Is this what you want? What do you want? Are you okay? You're just demanding attention? This is not normal for a Sunday. Normally you're asleep. Are you okay? Are there noises that are spooking you? That's being silly. Okay, there he goes. Yeah. 600 out of 1,000, right? Or 1,000 something. Let's see. We're all caught up on Spy X Family. Enjoyed that. We're all caught up on Chainsaw Man. Finale of that was great. We started the new Gundam series with from Mercury, and we're liking that quite a bit so far. It's pretty good. And we got caught up on My Hero. Which My Hero is okay. 10:46. More than halfway. More than halfway. Let's see what's going on anyway. So we talked about Adepticon and how people were struggling with registration this morning. So that sucks for them. It's kind of wild to me that it's 2023 and companies still have trouble building websites that scale. There's been all sorts of fun D&D discussions this week and weekend because of the OpenGL changes or OGL get changes. It seems like the website just wasn't loading for people. Are you gonna do Bleach after that, Greggy? I've heard that the new Bleach series is like very good. I think I'm gonna try to watch it. I feel like Naruto, Bleach, One Piece are like the three big ones from that kind of era for big shonen. So I'm just kind of going in where we were airbrushing last time and just kind of defining the colors a little bit more in certain areas. I don't know. We're going to see how this goes. Yeah. I like Bleach for quite a long time. The anime does suffer from filler arcs that aren't great, which is a little bit of a bummer. But I feel like that's just how things are done then. So what you had like Full Metal Alchemist, where the whole end of the anime was technically filler, basically, because the manga wasn't done. So then they just redid it with Brotherhood. Yeah, but also I think the ideal way to watch it is you watch Full Metal Alchemist up until after the Doctor stuff, or after I guess the oh, what's his name? Not Roy. Roy's buddy. Hughes. There we go. Got it. Got it in one. Okay. Hey, Minimancer. After the Hughes stuff, I don't want to spoil it in case there's someone who hasn't watched Full Metal Alchemist because Full Metal Alchemist is great. I think you watch the original one up to that point, and then you switch over to Brotherhood. Um, that's my suggestion. Because the original anime spends more time through that arc, or I guess those arcs, where Brotherhood's like, okay, you guys know this, but we'll just kind of recap it real quickly. Yeah. And then, while we're talking about anime, I'm excited because supposedly this year we'll finally be getting Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 on Blu-ray, and I'm hoping for a box set of all the rebuilds. But yeah, good stuff. But how are you doing, Minimancer? Did you figure out your Kratos? So have you watched the movies, Greg? Because what I'll say is they're rebuilds, not remakes, and it's all connected. Is all I'll say. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I think like the very very end of all of it, I think is like actually pretty hopeful and nice. Like the ending of the series, yeah, this is pretty upsetting, and the ending of end of Evangelion is also not a fun time. Um, but I like the rebuilds a lot. They're very good. You're just gonna send it and see what happens. Okay. Good luck. Yeah. So I don't think we're going to be spending too much more time on this guy. So we'll switch over to the ball after this and try to figure that out. Then we'll likely the next project will probably be the clear Neko bust. Poop painting? Yeah, poop painting, yeah. Yeah, Ben finally streamed again. He's been talking about coming back and streaming for a very long time. Uh, Finally did it. So it's nice to see him again. And know that Crimson Brush will be happening soon. So we get to see all the Aussie painters do their thing. So that'll be fun. And shortly after that is the aforementioned Adepticon. So should be some cool painting and all that stuff coming out of that, I would imagine. I'm interested to see what the Atomic Mass Games Marvel Crisis Protocol painting competition looks like. Nice. That's so yeah. We were talking about it a little bit last time, but I was talking about goals and such for the year, hobbying goals specifically. I definitely want to take a, if not in-person class, a online like one-on-one class with some sort of Patreon. I feel like I've been kind of doing something like that off. I feel like I just need to do it. Yeah. All right, let's get some dark blue. So we got dark Prussian blue here. We'll give that a go. Yeah, like I think I need the feedback, and I want, like, I've been reading lots of books, watching lots of videos, all that stuff, and like occasional like comment feedback from painters that I admire, but I think like actual like tutoring is something that I should do to try to like push to the next level. I just kind of need to figure out who I would want to do it with and do it. Like Mask Lens is supposedly coming up here, but I haven't heard anything else about that. So we'll see if that still happens. If it does, I'll definitely be doing that. But I think it might be good to try some other painters as well. Craftworld might be a good one to try to get, just because I feel like color and saturation is something that I struggle with a lot of the time, so it might be good to get some insight from them on that. Okay. Yeah. I mean that's kind of what I did last year with like commissions, is like I want to learn the process, and I want to like not like do it for free, but also not like charge as much as I probably should, just because I want to, like, I'm putting someone through me figuring out how to go about it and how I like it and all that stuff. So basically they get, how I viewed it is they get a intro discount or whatever. It's been a good experience for the most part. I think I will be taking a break for a bit after we wrap this one up. Just because I have too many of my own minis that I want to paint. Yep, that's how I painted a 1/6 scale bike, which was an interesting experience. And I don't think I want to paint any kits that big again for a very long time. I see Keigo's working on the smaller version of that. I'm like, man, that looks a lot more fun than the big one. It just seems so much more manageable. That's good, Greg. Yeah, I know you were doing a bunch of like the D&D commission stuff and all that jazz. I think it's good to just take some time and work on stuff for yourself. Let's add some more saturation into this area here. So let's get some of this purple. Nice. That should be good. You'll have to let us know how it goes. I don't think I want to do teaching for painting. Like, I'm happy to chime in and give advice when people ask for it, or if I think I can help out. But I don't know. I just want to. Well, I guess like there's two sides to it, right? Like, I have found when I've been a teacher in the past, so like I TA'd some computer science stuff, and also was like a math tutor and did a little bit of clarinet teaching every now and then. And it's like teaching is a good way for some people to learn the skill better themselves, because if you can figure out a way to teach it well, you gain a better understanding for it generally. It's like I have found teaching helpful for myself in the past, but I think for now I get enough of that in miniature painting from just like someone has a question and I try to think about how to answer that question. For me right now, that's enough. That scratches that itch. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's so like going off on a tangent, like that's how your brain works and all that stuff. Like I think it's good to try, like, if you are struggling with learning a thing or whatever, it's good to try a variety of different ways to maybe go about learning that thing and seeing how your brain works. Because not everyone's brain works the same way. So sometimes someone will suggest something and it doesn't work for you. So you gotta figure out a different way. Let's get a little bit of this. Nice. All good things to focus on. Exactly. Yeah. Like you'll find weaknesses, and also like another thing that helped me a lot is like, okay, you explain it in the way you normally explain it, and the student's still not getting it, right? So you have to try to figure out other ways to explain it or other ways to go about it, and that also kind of like helps Like, again, like, that, I guess that's also kind of tangential to like weaknesses. Like, only knowing one way how to do a thing could be like a weakness, and trying to figure out other ways is how you kind of go about strengthening it. So I taught discrete math, so a lot of how to get kids to understand writing proofs and counting and all that stuff. Not like 1, 2, 3, but like counting problems, which is like combinatorials and all that jazz. Yeah. Let's get some more purple in here. Alrighty. Harpy? Which harpy? I don't know if I saw the harpy. Trying to think if there's been any. There haven't been too many good model releases yet this year, at least that I've seen. I guess we're just gonna put all that on the palette. Okay. Well, that's good. Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah, Veil Lamp's an interesting one. I've not gotten anything from them. The last few, I think their most recent release, that one I'm tempted to get at some point. All of the other stuff is like not quite my cup of tea, but it's all very cool. Very interesting style. Let's grab some of this olive. Okay. Oops. I haven't had a bot in a while. Boop. And boop. On the hand sculpted ones, they have a lot of sharp edges and curves. I think it depends on the sculptor. Like, I'm trying to think if I have a digital and a physical. I know I have physical sculpts of Joaquin. Shut up, Siri. Yeah, Sphere is very smooth. Like, let me grab one of the Joaquin things. I think all I have in his is. No, I have some digital ones. So let's compare. Let's compare. Oh no, where are they? Oh no. We've lost track of where we put models because we reorganized some things. I can see that. It's a. I don't know if I would say realistic. It feels like almost surreal to me, if that makes sense. Where are my Joaquins? Excuse me. Okay. We've committed to this bit now, so we're gonna have to do it.
Alright. There's the Black Sun ones. We found those, so that's good. Ones. Camera.
Okay. We got one. Okay, now where are my other Joaquin things? This might be one? No. Where is it? All back there. Did I do the smart thing and put them all together? We're gonna find out. This is great content, isn't it? Okay. More Joaquin. Even more Joaquin.
got it.
That's also traditional. I believe this one. That's the one that I wanted. Okay. These are good comparisons. We did it, everybody. We dug through the pile. Yeah, I guess you got to see Poe, so I mean it's better content than normal. All right. Yeah, we've uncovered some things. We got Sekil in our pile now. We got the fucking Inner Kingdoms things in our pile. We got these two that I was able to get for a steal. I got these for less than MSRP because someone was selling them on eBay. They didn't know what they were. So, anyways, okay. And then I grabbed all the Black Sun ones, but we don't need the Black Sun one right now. All right. Yeah. I like the 75 mil. It's just a cool pose. Someone kindly sent that to me. All right. So here's two Joaquin Palacios. The Brahm? You want the child thief? I'll keep it handy, Greggy. Next time I go to Portland, or next time you come up here, it can be yours. Because I don't know when I'm gonna paint it. But I've had good luck finding that one on eBay as well. But yeah. But, I mean, you've sent me plenty of things, so I'm more than happy to return the favor. So here's Thondir, which is sculpted by Joaquin, and this is a digital one, as you can tell by the box art. It's pretty smooth. Although I think Joaquin is possibly the best example of, or I think he's had one of the better transitions from physical to digital. He's very good at making his digital things still have that kind of physical feel. He doesn't do things that are like impossible, but I will say his digital stuff tends to be cleaner. And I think this is a good comparison's sake. Like this is a lot busier bust to begin with, but like if you look into the little hatchings that he does a lot. Whoops. Especially on his Black Sun bust, we can grab one of those in a second. But you can tell like an actual tool was used to make that, right? Like it's not perfect, but I think that kind of adds to the charm of it. But yeah, I snagged these in my last Figon order, because I don't know when else I would be able to get them, and luckily they had them. Alright. Let's put this back in without breaking it. Some more packaging ASMR. Camera. Yeah. The braid definitely has a different vibe. I think I'll have some more of his digital sculpts eventually, because he sculpted a lot of the stuff in the Limbo Kickstarter. Not Limbo Division, but Limbo the game. And I backed that for some of the 75 mils. So we'll get those at some point. Is this going to close? Good enough. Okay. Yeah. The other ones I was initially going to grab, I don't know what's in what box anymore. Here she is. This one's also a traditional sculpt by Joaquin. But yeah. I want to paint this one soonish. I like it a lot. Look at that chainmail though. I wonder how he did that. It's kind of wild. I'm guessing he has a little stamp tool or something that he used to do that. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, I think yeah, I feel like his so I guess to the point that brought this up, I do think yeah his digital hair might be a little bit softer. His traditional hair, especially on like the Black Sun stuff, tends to have like these sharper ridges. But But yeah, it's interesting. Black Sun 2021. Except that's not true because it came out last year. It was supposed to come out in 2021. But then they, I don't know, died for a bit, then came back. Alright. Okay. Painting. Let's add some more variety to these antennae. Get some purple in there. Okay, and then I want to get a little bit more green into these wings too, because I think the card art has a little bit of green there. Yeah, not too much. Not too much. Where did my window go? There we go. There we go. All right. Soup has been consumed. That's good. I believe the Nier Automata anime has started. Oh, I saw some people posting about it. No idea if it's any good or not. But supposedly it bashes on AI art, so that's good by me. My head is blocking. Oh no. Hello, Nier 10. Thank you very much for the follow. Hello, Conrad. Oh, we got raided. That's why. Okay, whoops. 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 Yeah. I fixed it. I fixed it. Hey, AC, how are you? Let me do the shout out before I forget. I'm assuming everyone who was watching already follows AC, but if not, go follow AC. What are you working on tonight? Sounds good. So, if you've not been here before, this is Poe. That's why most people watch. He's being a little lump today. We're painting the Dung Beetle Knight from Kingdom Death. We got, so Kingdom Death is like heavily inspired by lots of different anime and such. I think there's like a Super Saiyan Dung Beetle Knight or something somewhere. That's where the smug DBK face is from. Gene Stealer Cult? Nice. If you have any pictures, feel free to share, but also I know you just wrapped up, so probably want to go to bed or something because I think it's late for you, I believe. I think you're like 8 hours ahead of me. So it's like what, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., something like that? I can do math sometimes, but I don't feel like it right now. 1 a.m.? Yeah. That's pretty late. Says the guy who has been staying up till like 2 a.m. playing City Skyline this week. Whoops. But also, I don't know, I should show things that we've done before, right? So, I don't just paint Kingdom Death, paint busts. So we did this bust recently. Do the little dioramas. Do whatever I feel like doing at the time. Our next project is probably going to be this bust from... Thanks. Yeah, trying to do like a sort of iridescent thing. I don't know if it's working, but whatever. It's okay. It's close enough. We're going to be doing this clear bust from Neko Galaxy next. I'll be figuring out how to prime it probably tonight. Yeah. We've done a few dioramas. That's the only one that I have with me. But we did a Kingdom Death diorama last year with the Black Knight. So that was fun. Fun stuff. All right. Let's see. Do I have... Maybe this green is what I want. Yeah. So, paint. paint different size things. Have a corgi who sleeps in the background. I forget to talk and I block the camera a lot. That's pretty much the too long didn't watch of this stream. So here I can pivot the camera so it's there we go. There we go. Look at that lump. Little lump of a boy. Yeah. Yeah, I made that diorama because Andor was probably my favorite show from last year. So use that as an excuse to buy some Legion miniatures and do a little scene. Yeah. Focus please. There we go. So just kind of so progress of this model was I did like a rough sketch with the brush, then I kind of went back in with the airbrush with the same colors to kind of soften all the transitions a bit. And this stream has been us kind of going back in with the brush with really thin glazes just to adjust some parts, brighten some things, darken some things, make it look a little bit less airbrushed because no one wants something that's super soft all the time. Well, usually. Unfortunately, actually, I think it's in stock in the EU warehouses right now. So, let's check. So, it's from Kingdom Death. The one I'm painting is the resin one, for painting it for someone else. But I have the plastic one sitting in my closet, which I believe you can buy the plastic one from the EU warehouse unless it is sold out. It is in stock at the EU warehouse, so obviously it's going to come with a bunch of game content, but usually you can sell the game content for like 20 to 30 bucks, like almost up to half of it. Comes with so it comes with the Dung Beetle, comes with the Dung Beetle ball or the Dung ball, and comes with I think an armor kit. But the armor kits are kind of, I don't really care for them. But also, of course, the game is pretty fun. So, also, I got paint on my screen when I was dry brushing terrain earlier. Good job. The El Greco. Like El Greco as in like the British miniature company thing that they source miniatures from other people. Distributor. That's what I'm thinking of. There we go. But I think they have their own minis too, right? But yeah, Kingdom, that's cool. Lots of interesting minis, and yeah, they just restocked the expansions. They've been out of stock for a while, so you can also probably look on the aftermarket, and hopefully those prices will be plummeting now that you can get them from the store. Yeah. The unfortunate thing with being in the EU and Kingdom Death is a lot of the resin or limited stuff is only from the US, so that's a bummer for UK people, but I mean, you guys have all the other miniature companies, so we let us silly Americans have one. I guess two. We have Kingdom Death, we have Reaper, I guess Parabellum, and Atomic Mass games. So we have some game ones, but not many painty ones. Oh, nice. Yeah, I haven't really done any historicals before. I did pick one up in an order with some other more fantasy things from In Motion. They had a Roman centurion, I want to say. He's got a silly hat, which doesn't narrow it down. But he looked cool. It's one of the historicals I've seen that is a little bit more expressive than most of them. The other ones that I've seen, so that's why I kind of grabbed me, and I thought maybe that'll be a good one to try. All right. Let's also do a little bit of touching up on the sword. So what color is this sword supposed to be? I guess it's mostly blue. So let's grab this turquoise. Is this gonna be, yeah. There we go. What size? What size is this guy? Or is that a question for Conrad? So this handle is the 50 mil handle from Wrathcore. Thanks, Bitter Brush. This is the Dung Beetle Knight from Kingdom Death. Fun little sculpt. Thanks. So here's inches in the background. So you can see that he's a little over 2 inches tall, about 2.5 inches tall. Is that about right? Yeah. So he goes on a 50 millimeter base. So he goes on. This is the base we got painted up for him. This is just my normal KDM base painting that I wrote down the recipe for my core book. Thanks. So he'll be sitting on that or standing on that. You can see I have very big holes because so this is slate, and I've broken too many tiny drill bits in slate, so usually I just take out my power drill and the smallest bit I have for that and drill the holes now. Whatever. You got your expansion dude, and he looks small. Which expansion dude? The Flower Knight? Flower Knight, I think, is pretty tiny. But he also goes on a 50 mil base. But I mean, here, let me grab some things for comparison real quickly. Sorry, Bo. I know you don't like it when I rummage through things. Let's see. Alright. Is this the butcher? Hey. Hey, okay. Let's see, do I have the starting for it here somewhere? No clue. Okay, well, that's intimacy. Can't be wrong. Okay. Alright. We got some things. So these miniatures are from the core. So this is the intimacy, the female intimacy couple, or the female part of the intimacy couple. And this is a newer pinup of Death. They're both quote unquote 32 mil, but you can see that obviously there's been some scale creep in Kingdom Death. And this is the hand, and this is the butcher, and our little babies. They used to be big and intimidating, but now they're small. But I still like them. They're great minis. I still think the hand might be one of my favorite minis I painted last year. I don't know. I think like it turned out well. The butcher was fun too. Dung Beetle and Flower Knight. I'll have to put together the plastic one and see if he's any smaller. Because I would like to, now that, knock on wood, the Gambler's Chest is coming this year, 100%. Yeah, Pinup's going to take him down, yeah. Now that the Gambler's Chest is totally going to be shipping this year, right? No doubt. No doubt. It'll be in our hands before Gen Con. Now that that's happening, I want to paint my expansion monsters, so I got everything except for Green Knight armor because I didn't want armor kits to paint because those are boring. So we'll probably paint another one of these guys before the end of the year. Yeah. Like it comes with a lot of gameplay content, so like if you're getting it for both, it's not as bad, obviously. But if you just want the minis, yeah, it can be a little expensive. All right. Yeah, they were a little bit cheaper a while ago, and I lucked out and was able to get some at that price because they had some stock left over. But they did with the re-release. They did bump up the prices a bit because I mean they had in quite a long time. So just a fact of life, unfortunately. Yeah. Like you'd probably be able to sell it no problem on eBay. But obviously it's a matter of like, do you want to deal with eBay and all that stuff, which I totally understand not wanting to. Yeah, Flower Knight's definitely smaller than Dung Beetle Knight. That I know. But not like so tiny, but probably maybe similarly sized to the Butcher. I don't know. Hey Dave, how are you? Were you able to get all your Adepticon stuff sorted out? I think I saw you posted your schedule. 100 pounds? Wait, is that weight or is that currency? I'm gonna assume currency. Okay, there you go. I think what we're gonna do now is do some dotting like is in the art. Hmm. I mean, I don't think I have 100 pounds. Maybe if you include all the packaging. And it's a mixture of like resin and metal and such. So, I mean, I have not weighed my pile. We just dug through my pile earlier because I was pulling out some sculpts to compare digital to physical from the same guy. So we were talking about that a little bit earlier. So my pile used to all fit in the drawer behind me, but that's not the case anymore. Now some of it has overflowed into the closet. Whoops. All right, Minimancer, thanks for hanging out. I will see you around. Apparently, we're supposed to talk with Benny at some point. I don't know. We'll see what happens. 90 pounds of painted models. I don't know how much I have painted would weigh. I painted a lot of WizKids figures my first year, so that helps. And after that, I've been averaging like, let's see, how much? I think I've been averaging like 50 to 70 minis a year after that first year. That first year was like 200 something, because I was basically like doing a mini painting session or whatever. One massive base, yeah. Yeah, my dioramas and all that stuff. Alrighty. I think we're reaching the point where I want to hop over to the ball. Let's grab this green though. Let's do a little bit of that. I would say Deno has definitely painted over 100 pounds, as in the measurement of weight of minis with his dioramas. I wonder if he's finished his vampire diorama yet, or if he's still working through MCP. Okay. A bit more purple on this shoulder thing. I feel like you could count the repaints as separate, assuming you are like painting to completion. Alrighty. Sculpt mold. Yeah. If you use that for training stuff, they probably have 30 pounds. I don't know. Yeah. I don't think I have 100 pounds. I'm just going to fool myself and think I don't have 100 pounds of minis. Let's see. Oh, it's the baby boy. Anna's sending pictures of Ez. Alright. Let's see. Okay. The method to improvement seems clear. Whoop. Thank you for the follower, negative CHA. Thankfully, I've not had the issue of like buying duplicates of too much hobby stuff. Or I haven't bought any duplicate minis yet, so that's good. I'm proud of myself for that. I think there's been a few times where I've been close on Kingdom Death, but I've so far remembered what I have. All right. So now to figure out how to paint this guy. This ball. I'm gonna look up some inspiration real quickly. Dung, Beetle, ball, Kingdom Death. Because the card art's just kind of brown, which we can do. Let's see. But there's like some bluish to the brown, so I wanna let's see here. Where is my? Nope, not you. There you are. I'll buy like duplicates of super glue a lot, but that's mostly because I don't want to be in a situation where I don't have super glue if I need to assemble it. And I have the issue of my super glue cap sealing a lot. Yeah, so I picked up some more today because my other super glue, the tube clogged. It was weird. I don't even know why. To me, I don't buy too much stuff because, like, I know it'll last. I don't have to worry about it doing something stupid like super glue. Oh, I probably should buy another bottle to me so I can make some sprue goo. Because I did have an extra pot, but then the brush broke. So, whoops. Let's just very quickly slap and paint on this boy. Okay, yeah. I used to do model kits when I was little. I like them a lot. I have a few in my closet. I just haven't done them. I have a couple gunpla kits, and I have a Tamiya Mini Cooper, Morris Mini Cooper kit. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't done too much gunpla lately, mostly because so I used like some Vallejo Mecha color on the one kit I did all the way to the end. So the Morris Mini Cooper kit I have had for, let's see, probably close to 2 decades now. But it does spark joy. So, and I do have plans for it. I'm just trying to figure out the right uh, kind of composition. Because those kits are 1/24th scale, which is the same scale as 75 millimeter. So you can use them together. And then sounds like, yeah. It's like there's a Arnau Lazaro, who's a miniature painter, has a piece where he used a model car along with a figure from Hera Models, I want to say. But yeah, I have some figures in mind for pairing with that Mini Cooper. So we'll see when we get to that. So mixing in that teal with the red oxide to kind of darken and desaturate it a little bit, just to kind of give us something to work from to start with. Just want to kind of cover the primer for now. Yeah. I have like this. Let me see. Is this it? It is. Hey, you did it in one. So I have this model from Black Crow that I think might be interesting to put along with a mini that's like kitted out for going through a jungle or something like that. Oh no. Still mulling it over. Orc upload to 7. That's nice. Very cool. Alright, maybe I want like kiwi brown. Gonna hair dry this real quickly. Alright, also I ran out of music, so let me put some more on for me. There we go. Okay. Let's make sure we can shoot the camera again. There we go. Sorry, Poe, for waking you up. So we're going to be very sketchy for a bit as we kind of figure out what we're going for on this model. And we'll most likely bust out the airbrush. Smooth things out. All right. Okay. Keep on going. Switch over to a smaller brush. Let's see. Ran out of things to talk about. Yeah. Should be a pretty chill week, so that's good. Just normal work stuff. I think we're gonna get back into playing D&D for my D&D group, so that should be nice. We might be playing. I think we'll be playing D&D this week, but next week we'll probably be playing something else. All right. Thanks for hanging out, Conrad, and chatting. Go get some rest. Yeah. I usually stream on Sundays around this time, and then also during the week I usually stream pretty late for you guys. I guess pretty early, because I usually stream in the evening. But yeah. See you around. Let's see. I'm going to try some stuff. Let's get some greens in here. Oops, drifting off camera a little bit. There we go, back on camera. So I'm not really caring too much about smoothness when I'm doing this. I'm mostly just kind of trying to get the color and the lighting in a place that I want, and going from there. Get some pistachio out. Well, so like I used to drip paint very much, like work from dark to light and like make sure that everything kind of worked smoothly together. But then from watching people like Sergio or Deno or like Marco Frazzoni, all those kinds of people, Swinson is another one, like sketching things out first can help save you a lot of time rather than worrying about too much about how like refined things are as you're going, right? Because like the worst feeling is always like you spend forever getting something to a place you're happy with, and then you realize like it just doesn't work, right? So yeah, I still primarily work dark to light, but I have been experimenting a little bit more lately with kind of like getting in, kind of blocking in your higher highlights and shadows kind of around the same steps and kind of working together. I think that's something that like Masklins does quite a bit. So just kind of always kind of changing up how I approach just to see like maybe there's a way that I prefer this, or maybe there's a way that works better for my brain. And also just like it's fun for me to change up how I approach painting, just to keep things interesting. Kind of going back to our earlier discussion about learning and improving. Sometimes for me, it's just like just gotta try shit and see what works. Do they still sell iPods? I believe so. I thought you could still get like the iPod Classic, which is like the iPod video but on steroids. I'm actually curious, so I'm gonna go look it up. Well, they don't have a section for it anymore. iPod? Did they stop selling iPods? I thought they had iPods still. If you go to iPhone, it's not there. If you go to iPad, it's not there. Watch, not there. Store? I guess not. I could have sworn they still sold iPods. I'm not a robot, Google. Thank you. Oh, they discontinued the last iPod model in 2022. Okay, so last year. Wow. Wild. So I don't use it too much, but I do. The watch you can put music on, and use that just for running. And I did that a few times, and I kind of liked it. So that's an alternative potentially. But hey, I mean, companies are bringing back film cameras, so you need a terabyte of data. Yeah. What I'm waiting for is I don't know if it's out yet. I have to check it, but Spotify native app on the watch, so that I can load my Spotify music on there. Then I'll probably just take my watch on runs, assuming that I am not on call or something where I need to have a phone with me. Oops. But also, how do you have like a terabyte of music? Oh, nice. I know that the later iPod Classics had some ridiculous internal storage already. I feel like I should work another color in here. I'm not really sure what yet. Maybe get like a dark green in there. Let's see. Okay, that's not terrible. Oh, sorry about that. Thanks, War Master. So I will preface this by like I'm definitely probably firmly in the Apple fanboy camp. Like I got a Mac, then I have an iPhone. I got a watch. Got an iPad. I'm fully in the ecosystem, mostly because I don't know. It just works. I like Mac OS. I like iOS. I don't need customization for that kind of stuff, and Mac OS gives me a terminal, which I do need. So, um, I like Mac OS way better than Windows. Um, but I digress. So I got a watch when I went to Japan because my iPhone at the time didn't have the NFC that Japan uses for their rail, but the Apple Watch Series 3 or whatever I have does. So I got that for Japan, and it was great because I just tapped my wrist to get onto the train, and it's also pay for stuff at a lot of places. So made life a lot easier. And also the other nice thing was because yes, I could have just gotten like a JR rail card, but the nice thing about having it on my wrist is I could easily see my balance, and I could also fill it up from my phone rather than having to go to a terminal. So I could check it before starting the day and see if I need to fill it up or anything. Yeah. So I'm a fan. Has me checking my phone less usually, which is nice. I'm gonna get out some of this brown. Yeah. Okay, let's see. We're getting close to airbrushing, I think. Just want to kind of touch a few other areas. Oops, that's a little too much paint. While we're thinking about it, let's get the eyes nice and bright because they're supposed to be glowing. That's creepy. Okay. So this is just Arbuckle's brown that are kind of sticking in the shadows. This is really nice purpley brown. I like quite a bit. Just trying to give some more pizzazz to it. Okay, let's grab the white. All right. It's airbrushing time. Oh, you wedged yourself between the pillows, buddy? Okay. Thanks for that. Okay. It's just sketching. I don't know. We'll see how it turns out when I airbrush it, if I completely crush everything or not. Before we do, let's switch airbrushes to the smaller one, even though this is a big thing. And I also want to punch up in a few places. Excuse me. So right now I have this rough sketch everywhere. So what we're going to do with the airbrush is use a relatively thin paint to basically glaze over it and kind of try to bring everything together. Okay, Dave, thanks for hanging out. Always appreciate it. What time is it? Okay, it's almost, yeah. So we're gonna airbrush glaze it, and that's probably where we will wrap up, because I need to walk Po. Well, let's just finish him. Finish the fight. Well, we'll see how the airbrush glaze goes, and then we will finish the fight or end the stream. And yes, I am using, what is it, 16-year-old Halo 3 advertisement tagline. That was 2007, right? That's 16 years ago. Okay. So just gonna wallow in that for a little bit while we think about what colors to use for this glaze. I think I'm gonna grab some this and a little bit of this, maybe. Nah. It's got a little bit of Mars orange, just a smidge, and then I think I want this British khaki. And then maybe where did I put that? There, did I put that? Stick our mask on in just a second. This is probably going to be a fair bit of airbrushing. Just the mask, buddy. Not the hairdryer. I know you love the hairdryer. Silly man. Alright. Here's the mask. Get that going. Alright. There is our brush. So this snag paints off my palette. We'll turn this way up as I was airbrushing rain. There we go. We'll see how this goes. I'll be switching over to a darker color in a second to kind of get in the shadow. I'll probably switch to a brighter color that's a little bit more opaque to figure out the top a bit more. Cool. Okay. dump this. Almost out of water in there, that's good. I'm gonna go fill up my little water squeezy thing. I'll be right back. Be right back. Alright. Alright, stupid airbrush rest thing doesn't stay stuck in my cup for some reason. So I just decided to take a dunk in my spill out cup. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright. Gonna get everybody's favorite. And also I'll do a couple of steps. So getting some red oxide. Some Q brown, not too much. Time to clean the airbrush out, but we'll see if we can get through this without doing that. Oops, a little off camera, sorry about that. Okay. Let's dump this. Okay. There's that, and now a little bit of this Arbuckle's brown. Let's get a little bit of this pussy blue in there. Big red. A little bit of sand yellow. Just add a little bit of pistachio in there for the fun of it. Why not? Got a little bit of overflow there. A little bit of spider webbing, it's okay. We'll fix that later. Welcome back. Still airbrushing, still airbrushing. So we're about done. Although I'm gonna varnish this. Did a lot of thin layers, so I want to make sure I don't peel them up. Good enough, I think. Okay. I don't know if anyone else here signed up for classes. So I didn't sign up for anything because I'm not going to be going this year. Hopefully next year. I think around this summer I should start thinking about like, okay, what pieces do I want to try to do for Decepticon? Let's clean this bad boy out. I don't know if anybody else was dealing with the Decepticon today or not. Saw people in various discords complaining about it. Nah. You bought too much? What did you buy? Do you think this is good? Probably. That's really expensive plastic. Alright, it's got plenty of varnish in there. Oh, that's a good airbrush. I should have cleaned you yesterday, I know, but during this situation, you gotta deal with it. Okay. Let's just varnish the dung beetle night while we're thinking about it. Made some bucatini. Nice. I know there's some people who are like never use canned sauce, but like sometimes you're lazy, and there's some good canned sauces. Okay, yeah, we got the varnish. Actually, we got the varnish, so let's I don't think I varnished her. Returning character. And we're out of varnish. So I know I want to do an in-person thing this year. So most likely the emerald brush, but we'll see. Alright, that should be good. Let's put it back into safety before we break her. Okay. Alright. Cool. I just have the extra varnish, so I'm just going to put another layer on the spot where I'm going to be doing the most brushwork touch-ups. Cool. Yeah, it'd be really cool to meet all people we talk to online, in person. Also say hi to artists and such that we're fans of. Like Adepticon's pretty stacked this year. It's got uh, like not just Mecca's gonna be there, so Marco Frazzoni, Eric Swinson's gonna be there, Sergio Calvo's gonna be there, Banshee, I'm forgetting a bunch of others, but there's lots of really cool painters. Alright, I'm gonna clean my airbrushes later this evening while I'm watching some TV. Yeah, I totally understand that. I think that I have gotten over part of that by streaming, so obviously there's a little bit less anonymity for me or overcoming that barrier. And I know that at least some people will tolerate listening to me for a couple hours, so that's a motivation booster. Uh, Spaghetti umbrella? So it's more than just like the hole with the sauce getting in the hole. It's also just like it's a thicker noodle. Yeah, this is better mouthfeel than spaghetti. That's why I like bucatini. So, but anyways, okay. Let's hair dry this boy. The open gaming license stuff, yeah. A bunch of garbage. So I decided to look into the history of like wizards and sorry about that. Open source stuff. So they released the OGL originally with 3rd edition, and then they took it away for 4th edition and released the gaming system license, which is basically what they're trying to do now, which is like super restrictive and like they can take your IP that you make at any point and all these dumb BS things. And like it's one of the reasons why 4th edition tanked, because no one wanted to make content for it. And everyone went to go do Pathfinder instead. So did you guys learn nothing from that? Like, how stupid are you? It's very silly. Stupid business people trying to make that stupid number go up without having any real understanding for the product. Exactly. It's just very frustrating. But I'm excited to see what cool RPG comes out next in response to the Wizards of the Coast being stupid. But yeah, probably gonna have to have my mask on for the rest of the stream. It takes a little while for doing to air out after that much airbrushing. I'll also probably be wrapping up here shortly because it is 6:30. Oops. So Chloe probably wants to go outside. I want to get food. There you go. Get in there. Let's get some. Oh, hey. The room actually aired up. Okay. There we go. Good job. Okay. Let's get some white in the eyes. Okay. Hello, Slater. How are you? I'm doing good. Probably about to wrap up here. Just painting a ball of poop. Oh, there's a raid. Hello, Rat Lord. I'll go on for a little bit, but let's do a shout out for Rat Lord. What were you streaming or working on or what have you, Rat Lord? But yeah, I need to walk my dog and get some food in a little bit, but I'm happy to go on for a little while longer. I'll wait for people. 3D modeling stream, very cool. What were you 3D modeling today? If you have any pictures, feel free to share, but also know that you just ended, so I usually just want to go lay down and die after I finish streaming. Yes, this is indeed the Pac-Man of Kingdom Death. Thank you for the follow. Let's see. Cammy Town, Earl Umbra, and Fanfret. But yes, I'm Topulus. I paint miniatures on stream. This is a model from Kingdom Death. This is the Dung Beetle's ball, the Dung Ball. We were painting the Dung Beetle Knight earlier. Yeah, no worries. So we were working on him earlier. Oops, that's back to red. Oof. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Go rest. Absolutely no trouble. But yeah, I also paint busts and other game things and other. Thank you for the follow, Rat Lord. Yeah, thank you for the raid. And I don't know, other stuff. And then the dog left, but he's usually chilling out in the background. Yeah, if anyone has any questions or anything they want to share, feel free to do so. All that good stuff. So, started this guy, what? How far are we? 2 hours in? I probably spent like an hour on the Dung Beetle, so probably a little bit over an hour into this. We sketched it out, smoothed it out with an airbrush, and now we're just kind of going in and sharpening some things. All that good stuff. Thank you for the follow, German 2554. My head's not blocking the camera, so that's good. That's a frequent problem here. I do, yes. His name is Poe. He is in the other room. I can summon him, though, with the hairdryer. We're gonna go on a walk after this. Then I'm gonna go get food. Not really sure what I'm gonna get for food just yet, but we'll figure that out. Yeah, Poe just turned 5 years old recently. His birthday was on New Year's Eve, which is wild to think about that I've had him for that long. Pizza, obviously. Pizza's a decent call. I probably want something a smidge healthier because we had, let's see. So we went to a new to us fried chicken place last night. We both got chicken sandwiches because we like fried chicken sandwiches, and then we got poutine on the side. So it was a pretty heavy dinner last night. So probably something not too much. Life as a dung ball. Yeah, that'd be pretty rough. But I'm sure there's worse things to be in Kingdom Death than a dung ball. Oblivion mosquito or the mosquito larvae things doesn't seem all that, I don't know, comfortable to be. That's true. Get to roll around, see the sights. There goes my airbrush compressor. Alright, let's make the white in the eyes a little bit smoother. And then we will try to make them glow a little bit. Transcend into larvae things, yeah. I mean, it's not the worst butt to look at, right? It's okay. Hmm. Yeah. Are you gonna focus camera? There you go. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. What other terrible things could you be in Kingdom Death? I mean, you could be part of the gambler's fruit. That would probably not be fun. Um, just part of a big old ball of people. Seems not great. Nursemaid. Oh yeah. 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 No. Nah. Can I pimp out the dung ball? I'm not sure. I mean, that's true. You could survive. That's about the only good thing. Well, so I just used the card art, and I mean, like, there's a bajillion different beetles out there. So I would just look up a pretty beetle and try to use that as inspiration. And also, if you're planning on just painting it for more like a display piece, you could also like do some crazy things with lighting, maybe. And also, same thing with the ball. I feel like there's a lot of really cool ways you could probably take the ball. Whoops, we goof that up. I'm gonna hair dry this, which will probably summon Poe. Whoops, mute. You want up on the bed? You want up on the bed? There you go. Okay. There's the boy. He spoots. It's just a very silly figure. That's what I like about Kingdom Death. Is like, it's this nice mix of like horror and kind of silliness. Like, a lot of people don't like the white lion sculpt in the core set because they think it looks derpy, but that's why I like it. I like that it's derpy. He's just a silly little guy. Oh, sorry about that. Poe is indeed a derpy little guy. Okay. Gigalion's cool. I think it's slightly a meme for me, but I'll say that the White Lion's better than Giga Lion. But I don't know. The Giga Lion's very cool. I just like the White Lion and how derpy he is. I think it's great. Okay. Yeah, the Dragon Tyrant is very good. We will be painting that at some point this year. I really like Swinson's version of it. It's very cool. I'll have to think about how I want to paint it. With my core set, I mostly just kind of followed the card art, but I've kind of been going back and forth on my expansions on how I want to do those. If I want to try something different or follow the card art again. If I want to do like weird custom bases or just do my standard KDM base. Lots of decisions to mull over. Yeah. Gorm's an interesting one. Flower Knight is a great model. Who else from the expansions? Trying to think. All right, see you, Sammy. Thanks for hanging out. I'm probably close to wrapping up here. I think we're just gonna very quickly do the base. So let me just remember my colors. The only note I have in here so far. I don't know. I have drawings in there, so we need phthalo green, kiwi brown, which we already got on there. We need phthalo, fallen. We need ground brown, yellow ochre. Why is this yellow? That seems not good. I'm like 90% certain that my coming expansion set has bad medium, but whatever. I'll deal with that later. Okay, and Orchid Light rather, is right there. And Grimy Gray, which we'll save for later. Okay. All right. Did we shake you? I don't think we did. There we go. Good job. Let's dab that off real quickly. Got some paint splatter on my sweatshirt, so that's nice. Another one. There we go. Sorry about it. Wanna not have paint stains on my sweatshirt. That would be nice. I can see now why Vince wears an apron. Because he's smarter than me. Okay. I think we got it all. Good. Okay. Painting. Well, here, let's get some more on me. My watch is telling me to stand up. My watch can shove it. Good enough. Okay. Quick base painting. Grab more medium. Dedicated hoodie. That's smart. And hey, Teal, how are you? Yeah, I should have like a dedicated smock or something. That'd probably be smart. Okay. Let's water you down just a bit more so you'll flow around. That's good to hear. Are you doing the Adepticons and all that stuff? And did you get your classes if you are? In good company then. Yeah. Seems like a lot of people missed out, which is unfortunate. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully he's able to get a bigger room soon, since it seems like he sold out rather quickly. Well, that was good. I'm not going this year. Hopefully next year, but we'll see. I'm already likely having to fly out to the Midwest sometime this year, but we'll see. Yeah, he won Monty. But I think his class is always sold out a little bit. Just a little one. Exactly. One could say Eric Swinson is the Bucatini of miniature painters at the moment. For those who don't know, Bucatini is the best noodle. He didn't get any gelato. Yeah, I've heard the two things to get while you're at Monty is the gelato, and then there's a pizza place. I mean, it's Italy, so I mean, yeah. I don't think so. I've been to Italy twice, but it's been what I think the first time I went was like early on in high school, so close to like 15 years or so, 15, 16 years. And then the other one was 7 years ago. Almost 8 now. Jesus. And both times I went, every meal was great. A tuna onion pizza. Interesting. Onion is an underrated pizza topping, I feel. Onions and cheese, they go great together. And I think either white onion or red onion works out pretty well. Okay. Aussie guy meaning Deno. Yeah. But it's good pizza, so it's worth it. Life is short. Eat good food. Yeah. So this is just kind of how I paint all my Kingdom Death bases, at least for gaming and not display stuff. Well, this isn't for gaming, but they asked for my normal KDM bases, so just lots of greens, get some yellows and purples in there, and then we dry brush over it, and then we put some contrast, well, not contrast, knockoff contrast paints over it, just to add a little bit more variety. It is almost 7 now. Whoops, that's okay. I will probably run to the grocery store and then figure out food and then walk Poe to food. That's a good idea. Isn't that right, Poe? Yes, he thinks it's a great idea. Oh, we forgot about the kiwi brown. Is that kiwi brown? I don't think that's kiwi brown. I know I put it on here somewhere, but I don't know where it went. Maybe that is it. Close enough. Okay. Yeah, that's not golden brown. Okay. Kiwi brown, yeah. Probably should hair dry this at some point. At some point is now. Go away, bed. We're almost done. Some ground brown in there. Okay, get some. Oops, that's way too watery now. Good job. And then get some purple in there. Okay. And now we're gonna grab our stupidly bougie dry brush stuff. Doot and doot. I was dry brushing some terrain earlier, and I bought a new, at the art store, I bought one of these fan brushes. It does a really, really nice job at getting all the crispiness. It's like nice and soft. I used to use, or I still do, but this big chunky makeup brush, but I found that this gets the like very tippy top details a little bit better. Or the makeup brush will kind of smudge some things around it. So that was a good $4 purchase or whatever. But now we're gonna use our Arctis Opus dry brushes because we have them, so why not? This dry palette, so this is from Arctis Opus. So the nice thing about this one is that it fits inside the box, so like it has that cutout because of the cutout for the little wet thing. So I mean, like, I don't know. Of the Artist Opus brush sets to get, I think the dry brush set is pretty decent. I do like that you can get that like all self-contained and all that stuff. I think that's pretty neat. And I do think the damping pad, like you can make it yourself, but I do think it does help out with dry brushing. Because you want just a wee bit of moisture in there. Too much paint. Okay. We put way too much paint on the palette as usual. Oops. Normally I don't have to work around a giant model when I do this, so it's much easier and faster. Just buy a wet palette and wait, yeah. Yeah, so I have this little wood thing that I've been using. And then I also have a bunch of like cheapo plastic whale palettes that I pick up from Blix whenever I ruin another one. Like for like yeah, there's just these garbage things, which you can see. I've split one in thirds, so that's fun. But yeah. All right, let's clean it off. And we're just gonna grab some instant paints, because that's what we have instead of contrast paints for being lazy. Oops. But I'm interested to see more people try out the express paints. So far it seems like they're pretty good. General consensus seems to be they're good. Alright. But anyways, I forgot to grab the names of the colors that I use. We want Ogre Brown, Grizzly Brown, Golem Gray, Zombie Skin. I don't think we grabbed Zombie Skin earlier. Is this Zombie Skin? No. Is this Zombie Skin? Also no. This is Zombie Skin. Also no. Okay, where are you? There it is, okay. And we want Grizzly Brown, and we want Ogre Brown, and we want Golem Gray. The new game colors, yeah. I've heard good things. Seems like they're much improved, but some people are upset that like some colors aren't in the range anymore. But yeah. But I mean, both like the game color and the model color ranges are just massive ranges, so I don't know. I guess if you had a specific color that you liked a lot, it not being available anymore kind of sucks, but I feel like there's probably a close approximate color to it. Alright, we got our little glazes out. So now we just kind of grab and splitoosh. Thin them out quite a bit. And I just do this to add more variation. Woo! Yay! Everybody loves variation. You may have heard it from, well, I haven't watched yet, but I've been hearing that it's not great, which is a bummer. And it does have Michelle Yeoh, so like, could still be okay. Oops. Let's do this a little bit more on camera. That'd be good. My wrist is buzzing. Why is my wrist buzzing? either people going live on Twitch or other application notifications. Yeah, that's a bummer. The most glowing review I heard was like, if you want like cheesy fantasy stuff, like then it's fine. So if we're ever in the mood for something like that, then maybe I will throw it on. Yeah. So I say this a lot, especially these days. It's like, it's okay to enjoy something that is bad. And that is both a thing of like, there'll be people who will be like, how could you watch the thing? It's so bad. It's like, well, I don't know, have fun with it, right? But also, like, if you watch a thing, that doesn't mean it's good. Like, it is okay to like bad things, and it's okay to admit that they're bad. Not everything we enjoy is, like, the greatest piece of media ever created. Except for the things that I recommend, all of those are great and solid, and everyone should watch them because they're amazing shows. No. But yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Like, I'm firmly believe that you cannot give like a good critique of a thing if you've not experienced it. However, that doesn't mean you can say I don't want to watch thing or play thing or do thing because I don't think it's for me, right? Like I think a good example for me is like Death Stranding. I think it's a very interesting game, but it's definitely not a thing for me, so I've not played it. So like, I don't know, I can't really critique it or anything, but like, from what I've seen and what I've heard, it seems like an interesting concept, but also just seems very Kojima. So and like, it's hard to take anyone's critique of a thing seriously if they've not fully experienced said thing. Um, I think there was a good so there's a video essayist. Uh, like, video essays are fun to throw on while you're painting if you don't want to watch dinguses with corgis paint miniatures while you're hobbying or something. Um, uh, there's a video essayist named CJ the X. I want to say he hasn't posted anything in a little bit, or they haven't posted anything in a little bit. But they had one on like subjectivity in art, and I think it was a very good essay that I think more people should listen to. Hogwarts to give us unrealistic expectations. Hogwarts 2 is good. Favorite Del Toro thing though, gotta be Pacific Rim. I don't necessarily know if there's like a wrong answer for that, but for me, Pacific Rim. Definitely my favorite thing he's made. In the main show they're decently different, um, culturally. I think. At least that's my opinion. I've enjoyed the main show. Like it, I think the first season was like decent, cheesy fantasy kind of stuff. Um, the second season, I think, had a bit more direction. So, yeah. I still need to read the books at some point. I have the first one, I think, but just haven't read it yet. I'll probably read it this year, since I have that goal of reading a book a month. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just putting my paints away because I think we're all done. At least clear off this area. Look, we got a boy. Actually, before we're done, let me get him glued into his base. Well, nah, I'm not. That's fine. Let's glue them into the bases now. I don't know, what time is it? 7:17. Never mind. I'm gonna glue later. What a roller coaster of an ending. Trying to decide if we should glue now or later. We'll do it later because I'm hungry, and Poe's hungry. We're all hungry. Yeah. 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 Anywho, look, we finished. I think finished. I might do some touch-ups on them, but yeah, we got the dung beetle and the ball. I can post them on Tuesday because apparently that's the only day people see my things when I post. No problem, Dave. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for all the new people who joined and followed. I think I shouted out to everybody, but yeah, thanks again to Rat Lord and AC for the raids, and I'll stream sometime this week, probably Friday. I don't know if I'll stream earlier than that. Yeah. So. Yeah. But let's go see if we can find someone to raid. Keep the raid train going. Oh, Bucephalo is on. Oh, Skelebi is also on. The Bare Hand is on. Let's go raid Skelebi. Why not? Alright. So thanks again, everybody. Have a good rest of your evening or day or whatever it is where you are, and have a good week and all that jazz. And this camera's freaking out again, so that's fun. But we're gonna go raid. Bye. Oh, I have to hit stop streaming.